I bet you didn't expect to see any hardware at Finovate, right? Did you? No. So raise your hands if you maybe recognize the device. No hands? Yeah, that is planned. We call it NVIDIA Jetson, or simpler, AI in the box. What that is the smallest possible standalone server optimized to run AI workloads. And you may ask me, how is it relevant? Like, if you've heard of it, you probably know it's used by auto manufacturers, companies like that. How is it relevant to finance? But as we all know, in finance, in the financial industry, we handle some of the most sensitive data generated anywhere, right? We have meetings that are too sensitive to be heard by anyone outside of the organization. We have knowledge bases inside the teams that cannot be seen by anyone. We have some data or documents that can only be anonymized inside our secure perimeter. And that is where this technology can help. So I know it's probably a bit too abstract, and let me get down to a more concrete case. Suppose I'm Dave, right? I'm a solution architect working at a bank. And what I need to do is I need to build a customer support chatbot. It's quite simple. My organization is using Azure, so it runs on GPT-4o. It's quite simple. It integrates with some kind of our internal system to pull the data and contextualize information for my customer. Nothing special here. You've probably seen lots of that. But there is a problem. I cannot afford to have even a smallest chance, not by accident, that any of my customer personal identifiable information goes into Azure or to OpenAI or to whatever. So I'm building this chatbot here. It's for Byne financials, right? So I can say I want a loan. Oh, sorry, it reloaded. That was not expected. So I can say I want a loan, and then it will be doing what the assistance chatbots are supposed to do. It will try to help me. All right, so nothing unexpected here. Same stuff you would expect to see from a regular support chatbot that probably connects to our bank internal FAQ or some other systems. But what happens, for example, if the customer doesn't know something, if the customer sends some personal identifiable information there, and I'm that customer, and I'm like, OK, help me get a loan. Start the application. Oh, it now went to OpenAI, right? That's not what we want to do. That's a risk. It would have been even worse if that system was connected to our internal bank APIs, if that information was contextualized from some sort of internal document or database that by accident contained that personal identifiable information. But instead, I can go in here, and I can deploy a model that will be automatically detecting PII, right? I go in here, and then I can just clean it out, enable safe mode, and the response was banned, right? Because it has automatically intercepted the personal identifiable information using that model that was deployed. And now, what is the most magic part is that I can just deploy parts of that pipeline onto simple standalone servers like this one. Now, if I just go here, and then with a few clicks, I can deploy it on this unit. Unfortunately, it will not deploy now because it's not powered, but I can do it. If I was, yep. Unfortunately, it's not connected, so the request did go in vain. And now this device will effectively be running a part of my pipeline, not just on premises, but an even more magical trick here. I just pull it out. It's the Wi-Fi module. Now it's even air-gapped. So you can run the most sensitive workloads here. If you want to transcribe meetings, for example, on the trading floor, voila, you can do it. It will be your real-time OpenAI API, but entirely air-gapped. if you want to remove personal identifiable information from files. Same thing, a few buttons, it's deployed, it's entirely secure. Now you have a hardware firewall standing in between your customer data and the cloud if you don't want that data to go into that cloud. I can do an even more interesting trick. I can come back here, and I can modify my workflow and actually deploy an open source model like this one, like Meta Llama 8 billion that can be run on my personal machine, and then I can just redeploy it. I can even run an LLM on here, a small one, admittedly, but if you chain them together, which is also very simple to do, you will be able to have effectively your own open AI in a box, possibly even air-gapped, if you want to. You will have everything in here. The LLM, agents, voice interfaces, personal identifiable information removal, all the things you would expect from a good AI platform, but running in a small, simple box that you can fully control and keep in your office, or even in that very, very secure room that you have for highest priority meetings, or in any other sensitive environment inside your office. Hope it was helpful. Thank you.